everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on my daily driver, my 2014 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. So when I'm driving this car, when I get above about 65 miles an hour, the steering wheel starts to shake pretty bad. But the weird thing is when I let off of the throttle, it just goes away and it's smooth. At first I thought maybe it could be the wheels, maybe they're not balanced or there's one that's bent or something like that. But it's weird because when I let off of the gas, the steering wheel is perfectly smooth, there's no vibration at all. So I just started poking around at it and this is what I found. So with a pry bar, when I push down, look how much the wheel moves. This is not the wheel turning either. This is just going straight back and forth. Now if I try it on this side, it does not move at all. The whole car moves. So that just really confused me because I didn't know if it was a tie rod or a ball joint, because usually a ball joint or a tie rod, when it's bad, does not go forward and back like this is. But when I looked a little further, you can see the control arm in here. I'm gonna do the same thing with the breaker bar that I was doing before. If you look at the control arm, you can see just how much it's moving. So I looked it up, and apparently the bushing in the control arm is notorious for going bad on these cars. I have a bin of parts, and I have the control arm that I need, and the bushing is still intact. So today, we're gonna swap this thing out. Hopefully it's really easy, and hopefully it'll fix my problem. Okay, so with the car on the lift and the wheel off, we can get a better look at the control arm. If you take a look up here, you can see that that is just torn. That bushing is just torn, and that is causing this entire thing to move. So to take it out, I think it should actually be pretty simple. Now I heard that the driver's side is a lot harder to do the control arm on. You have to remove this entire torque arm and move the entire engine and transmission forward so you can get this control arm bolt out because it hits the transmission pan. However, mine's a manual and it looks like this will just come right out. So I'm really hoping that's the case. I don't have to do that because that'll just make it a lot easier. But it looks pretty simple because I just have to take this bolt out. There's another bolt that goes straight up, that's right here. And then I have 3 nuts that I need to take off right here and separate the control arm from the ball joint. All right, let's try and get this control arm off. I think I'm just gonna start with the straight up bolt first. I have a wrench on the top. I have an 18 socket on here, and hopefully this comes out easy. Coming out. There's that. And I have the nut with it too. All right. Oh crap. All right, breaker bar time. There we go. You know, I was a little worried with how rusty everything was, but it's actually coming out fairly smooth. Look at that, came right out. All right, last but not least, we just have these 3 ball joint nuts. So hopefully these things come off easy. Oh boy. And they're not budging. Oh boy. Actually coming out fairly smooth. Well, the first attempt to take it off did not really go that well, but we got 2 more to go. The other 2 nuts came right out, but that first one snapped right off. But I think there's nothing else holding this in. So there's the ball joint, and I think I should be able to just get this thing to fall right out. So I guess the control arm will not come out unless you loosen this subframe bolt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and loosen that a little bit. And So now with that bolt loose, you can see that when I move the control arm, the entire thing flexes a little bit. So that should give us enough room to do that and pull this thing right out. And honestly, oh yeah, look how torn this thing is. Yeah, that thing is cooked. Okay, let's throw our replacement control arm on here. Yep. All right, there's one lined up. Everything is put back in. For this broken stud, I know I could just replace the ball joint. That's probably the smart thing to do. However, I did not want to do that because I want to be able to drive this car tomorrow. My dad drilled out the broken stud and it was enough so we could use an air hammer and pop the rest of the stud out. And I went and found just a bolt. I put a bolt through it and I have a nylock washer. So now there's all three of these nuts holding the ball joint back in and everything else is all tight. So now I'm just gonna put the wheel on and we're gonna go for a test drive. I really hope this solves my problem because it gets really annoying driving with the steering wheel shaking so much, especially if I'm on the thruway or just going anything above, 60 miles an hour. All right, let's go for a test drive and see how the car feels. I'll put the windows up. So far, no vibration at all. So I'm going about 70. There's no vibration in the wheel whatsoever. Like, it's perfectly smooth. And usually, like, if I'm in throttle, like I'm going 60 right now, and if I go on throttle, especially full throttle like this, I would have a lot of vibration, and I'm having none. So that's awesome. Honestly, the car feels great. really feels awesome. It's crazy how much of a difference that control arm made. And the car is finished. The control arm was the culprit for the shaking, and I'm extremely happy to have that fixed. So that's gonna end this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.